Lineup will be on the pylon, and a number of drivers had issues in practice or in qualifying, and there are these 7 cars that will give up their qualifying spot and go to the rear on pace laps.
Well, we've got some really good cars on that list. Ty Gibbs was at the top of the chart, qualified 6th. Josh Berry, he's been one of the best Fords all year, so a lot of good cars.
A lot of figuring this air pressure out, Kevin. We're going to get that in a minute.
Today, Busch Light's giving you a chance to win $1,000. Follow at Busch Beer on X and enter using hashtag Busch All for One, hashtag sweepstakes during every lap that ends in a 1 to enter. Now let's check with our crew chief, Larry McReynolds.
You know, Mike, Kansas Speedway is an interesting mile-and-a-half track. It has progressive banking, 17 degrees at the bottom, up to 20 degrees against the wall. Kevin talked about it. This gives a driver a lot of options to move around to find speed. Now, today you're going to hear a lot of terms like aero-tight, aero-blocking, dirty air, clean air. Let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway cars, show you exactly what's going on when you hear about aero-blocking. These are 2 drivers running side by side. Good clean air, full front downforce on both cars, roughly 600 pounds. But look what happens when a car gets behind another car. How much downforce it loses in dirty air, roughly 30%, which is about 180 pounds. Totally changes the way the car drives. The front tires lose grip. He keeps moving around trying to get that clean air. The driver in front keeps aero blocking. Think about like mirror driving. The trail car keeps moving left and right, just trying to get a little bit of clean air on that nose, maybe the left front. But guys, we'll see drivers moving around all race long to find speed and grip, but mainly trying to find clean air to help the aerodynamics of that race car.
You see in that illustration the front of that car raise up, and that's exactly what it feels like, doesn't it, Kevin? It feels like the front tires aren't even on the ground.
It feels like the front tires
Ready?
Today will be that top lane, and so you'll see guys trying to run in that top lane, but you've got options here at Kansas.
So for the 2nd week in a row, we have a perfect day for a Mother's Day and a race day. 81 degrees, light breeze, full sun, and that track temp is already up to 127 degrees. So today we'll run 400 miles, that's 267 laps on a mile and a half. And like the last couple weeks, the stage lengths are 80, 85, and 102 laps. Here's the Toyota GR Super.
Lights on the face cars out.
Here in Kansas, everybody all formed up, ready to go.
Here you save stage points, Mike. So important. Now I'm on board with you, Kevin. We're at the end of our portion of the season, right? And I think these stage points, when you look at that bubble picture and the playoff scenario, very, very important to capitalize on these racetracks like this.
And I think it's keeping a lot of guys in the game, so we'll see how that shakes out today. But usually that starts with starting up front.
That's where Joe Logano is. He starts 5th. Here's his radio.
Guys, let's keep the momentum going. Second start spot. We'll do what we can to maintain this track position, get the stage point. This results for the end here. So look at that.
Well, we heard Joey talk in the pre-race, and I'm not sure what to think about his car today. He wasn't 100% confident in that. So
He wasn't confident in it last week either and got the job done.
yeah, but I felt like he thought it was better last week than he spoke today. But the thing he's got going for him this week, starting in the front.
We have 6 on boards this week. Chase Briscoe carrying the Toyota Cam in his number 19.
50 left out here.
Todd Gilliland, one of those cars that had to drop to the rear. Todd in the 34. That is the Ford Performance Cam. Here's the Advent Health Cam for Eric Jones. We're going to take a couple laps with him today. And the Xfinity Mobile Cam in Tyler Reddick's Toyota.
Finding this clean air. You're going to see these cars pan out, spread out.
Ready?
It's going to happen right
Ready?
here.
Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. At Kansas Speedway.
They sped the pace up. You could hear those cars.
Whoa,
start to
look
speed
at
the pace
that.
up, but immediately
3 wide.
4 wide, middle of the field.
4 wide.
Everybody scrambles, and every restart today is going to look just like this. Fan out across the track and get everything you can get right away.
I think they were up against each other right there. It may
Looked like Austin Dillon there got stuck in the middle of the pack like that. And there's nothing worse as a driver. You get stuck in the middle. You can't go high, can't go low. Something has stalled your momentum, but he definitely lost a lot of spots right there.
Well, it's like this track is a giant funnel. You enter 4 wide in turn 1. By the time you get to start finish, you're 1 or 2 wide. Then it goes back to 3 and 4 when you get into the middle of the corner.
Down to second place, around Busher.
Yesterday in practice, we had a lot of trouble with those left rear tires. We even saw a right rear tire blow out. The lower we get that air pressure, the faster these cars run. But when you do that damage, especially if you're one of those front cars, it's the pace, the high pace that does the damage. So this is when they got to take care of those tires and manage everything that they can so they can run that pressure low, because it will matter as this run goes on.
Big moves from the middle of the pack and on back. Bubba Wallace up 5 spots. Bowman in the 48, who had to start in the rear, he's up 6 positions already.
Well, we expect Alex Bowman to be strong today, and right now you see William Byron going by the 22 car of Joey Logano. Another really strong car in practice. Those Hendrick cars all looked really good, Clint.
Oh, absolutely. You don't have to look any further. It's such a William Byron type of a racetrack.
Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin working in tandem there just a bit.
Yeah, you see those guys on the bottom of the racetrack right now. As this day goes and these cars start to get spread out, the top groove will be the preferred groove. And with that white line on the bottom of the racetrack, if you're going to run the bottom, you want to do just like Carson Hocevar is doing right there. You want to cover that line as you see Denny Hamlin move down below Justin Haley right there.
And let me correct, Bowman did not start in the rear. He started 19th. He is up into the top 10. He was not one of those 7 cars.
I was watching Heim and this big opportunity for him. He did not get a good start to this race. Slipped back. I think he's back 8 positions right now. Welcome to the big leagues, bud.
Yeah, and Corey Heim's done a great job. This is his first race with 2311 as the 4th car. And when you look at these starts in the Cup Series, yeah, the Truck Series is chaotic, Xfinity Series is chaotic, but it's hard to get used to a start like this until you actually just go out there and do it. And he's definitely getting trial by fire today.
And there is Alex Bowman, who's moved his way up to 9th, a gain of 10 spots from where he started 19th.
Well, Alex Bowman was really good on the long run charts yesterday. We felt like his car was one of the best cars. His time showed that on every chart that we had up. So we expect Alex Bowman to keep moving towards the front of this track.
Whoa! The car just went up in smoke and drops down to the bottom. I think that's Allmendinger.
Yeah, big blow up right there. But so I didn't see blue smoke at that. It was almost like it was water.
It did. It looked more white than blue.
I'm sure it was white,
as if it was coolant.
Well, it's been a miserable weekend for that 16 car. They've definitely had some trouble getting their car going up to the speed that we've been accustomed to the last few weeks.
Well, this will become another meme this week of we've elected a pope. White smoke.